Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock, and yes, Kizzy Rock is my birth given name. Happy second recording on this Friday. So, guys, I'm in the middle of wrapping gifts, and I remember seeing an email earlier today, right? Partially, um, and I wasn't going to respond to any more emails, but when I was wrapping gifts, it kept coming back to me, pinging back to me, pinging back to me. And again, when things like that happen, then I'm always obedient in that. So I kind of put my little gifts to the side for a minute, right? So I'm going to give you this word, tap in. So I had a young lady who emailed me. It was a very, very long message. In fact, she's frustrated. She's just annoyed. She's just over it. She's just like in her feelings, honey. So she feels that she's met her kingdom partner slash purpose partner slash kingdom spouse, whatever you guys deem them as, your own term, I should say. Um, so I responded and asked her why did she believe, or what led her to believe that she's met this person, right? I wasn't questioning her, but I wanted to kind of get an idea of what made her feel she's met this person. So when she responded back to me in detail, and I won't even get into all that, but nothing about it says she met her kingdom spouse slash purpose partner. Everything was more based around and centered around the fact that she settled, right? Or was settled, or was thinking about settling, because I mean, they're not married. She was thinking about settling. She is one of the individuals who get persuaded by others about getting, a little older. I think she's 36 or something like that. Persuaded about she's getting older, it's time to settle down, etc. As well as she has those pushy parents or pushy moms, she said. Those parents who are kind of like, hey, give me some grandkids, give me some grandkids, give me some, like those type of moms. Here's another thing that's important to understand about that, right? Not being disrespectful to anybody's mom, like nothing like that. But some of you guys have to also realize that sometimes parents, some attempt to live through their children. So when you're having parents to push you towards a certain career, and not, of course not all the time, but they really just may mean well, but pushing you towards a certain career or certain lifestyle or this and that, a lot of times people don't realize, but your parents is attempting to live through you. It's almost like things that maybe they regret not doing, or maybe they didn't get a chance to achieve because maybe they themselves got married too early, had children too early, whatever the case may be. And now they're attempting to live life through you, not even realizing that your life is not their life. You have sometimes none of the same entrance, right? So be very careful with that. And I know that's hard for some people, especially with certain backgrounds and things like that. Like it's almost like you just do whatever the parents say. Adults are not. You do what your parent says. If your parent says you go to school and you be a doctor, that's what you are. There's no question, right? So I understand that there's certain backgrounds and beliefs that people are persuaded more than others. I'm just saying that didn't mean don't call me with that nonsense. Don't call. But I must say it. My dad, like every time he calls me, he's just like, "Girl, you are still young. You're still young." I don't know his deal. I think he just never wants your girl, or like, I don't know. I don't want children anyway. At least not now, or not in this season. I don't have any downloads to even feel like wanting children. But he just always pushed this thing like, "You're still young." I'm like, Daddy, I'm not thinking about like, wow, chill, right? And my mom was like my biggest supporter. Like she loves my life. Like for real. So I don't have that, but I do know that people do have those parents like that. But anyway, back on topic. So everything that she responded and told me about why she thought this person was her kingdom partner was it wasn't. And I'm not saying that it's not her kingdom partner, because it may be, I don't know. But here's the thing. So she wanted me to explain to her what I feel. And again, this is my opinion. All caps, opinion. You may not even agree with it. And I promise you that's okay. I promise you, right? And matter of fact, put your answer down in the comment section, right? Let's all get along here. But here's what I replied and told her in so many words. First of all, when you meet or if you've met your kingdom purpose partner, there's no question. There is literally no question. You know, you can meet a person or you can kind of date a person or whatever, and it's like, maybe they're the one, maybe not, maybe. When you've met your kingdom partner, there is zero question. It is literally a feeling that you've been, check this, it's a feeling that you didn't even know you needed. You didn't even know this level of safety, comfort existed because you've never experienced it before. So how could you yearn for something that you've never experienced? You don't even know it's out here. All we know is the foolishness we had going the foolishness we had going on when we thought we were in love. What you were was not in love if you have not met your kingdom. Now, if you've met your kingdom purpose partners already, then you know what love is. That's a level of love that cannot even be defined in words versus the relationships you may have had prior where it's like, you were in love and that was flesh. Let me take that back because I don't want people to feel, no, I was in love. Okay. I agree. Because I've been in love before. But what I will say that it's a different there's a different feeling, there's a different level, there's different levels of love. With your purpose partners, kingdom spouses, there's that love go to a level of depth that you will never ever be able to put into words. If you have, and I want to say this because now I have had people email me and they've never met or even have an idea of who their kingdom purpose partners are. Well, that's now. Because some people are exposed to them and then some people are not, and we'll jump into that. But if you've never met your partner, there's different reasons why. I mean, only God knows why. That person may still be tied up doing some nonsense. Who knows? And God is just not ready to get you exposed to that yet because maybe he will have a hard time trying to keep your butt planted to wait on this person until he says go or whatever. There's tons of reasons he's may still have to work on you in certain areas. So there's tons of reasons on why he may have not exposed the person to you yet. Who knows? Only God knows. But then there are some individuals who've been exposed to their purpose partners, but God had to snatch it back. Almost like he just gave you an introduction and all of a sudden, boom, you're apart. And again, that's because he have to work on people individually. This person can have a whole scenario going on over here that you don't know about. Soul ties, heartbreak, all kind of stuff, emotionally unavailable. Now, God have to work on them individually. And my God, he have to work on your little messy, dirty behind too. Like, don't act like you're perfect and you're just waiting. No, boo. No, you got traumas, you got areas you need to heal, you got issues, you got a petty mouth, you got all these stuff going on. So don't act like your purpose partner is the only one who needs to be worked on. You need to be worked on too. We all need to be worked on if we're honest, but people have a hard time being honest when it comes to themselves. So if God has given you a download and told you very clearly that there is purpose partner, etc., for you, if you've not been exposed to this person yet, please be very mindful that you're going to meet a lot of people that deem to even be like replicas, right? Generic individuals. So you may be sitting at a date, right? Maybe at dinner, and you're trying to create this narrative in your head like, okay, I'm going to make him my kingdom purpose partner. It's him. I'm going to make it him because God says, and I haven't met anyone else. So it has, maybe it's not. I'm just going to make, no, boo. It don't work like that. I promise you, it don't work like that. If there's any doubt in your head, 1%, that's not him. That's a replica, and you just need to be patient until God exposes him or her to you, because when he does, you will know without a doubt. I would encourage you, but you're grown, do what you do, boo, right? I will encourage you, just stop wasting your time. You can go on 20 dates per week. And then maybe you may feel like you're dating and continuously dating because you're trying to make sure you don't miss the person. Honey, whatever is for you, you ain't gonna miss it. God's gonna put it right in your face. It's ordained. So it will find you. It will come to you. It will just come to you, boom, in your face. Literally. Literally. So don't worry about missing it and feel like you have to go out with 25 guys because one may be the one and you don't want to miss it. You won't miss it. What you're really doing is you're frustrating yourself over and over because you're sitting at dinner with people that you don't even like. And even if you like them a little bit, you don't feel that thing that you need to feel. And it's like, and before you know it, you're just frustrated and you just give up on, All right. So just be patient. Just be patient. Have fun. Just work on yourself. Heal. Be okay with sitting in your single season for a while. Just chill. Just chill. I know that's easier said than done because some of you guys are just relationship freaks. You got to be in a relationship, right? Because you haven't really tapped into purpose heavy enough. All right. If you have been exposed to your purpose kingdom partner, but God has snatched it away, like I said earlier, he has work he has to do. This can take years. And I know some of you are just like, nobody got time for that. It can take months. It can take days. Every situation is different. But I'll tell you this. If you've already been exposed, if you've already met in whatever way, and God had to step in and separate it for whatever reason, you can meet 1,000 people per day and no one else will ever measure up to what you felt when you met your purpose partner / kingdom spouse. So now you can take that and ride with that however you choose to, right? Because you can feel like, all right, I met this person. I felt what I felt. It was something magnificent. I've never felt it before. However, God says it's not time. So I'm going to go ahead and, do what I do and have a great time. Well, do what you do, boo. You're grown. Do what you do. But you're wasting your time because you will never, ever, ever feel what you felt again. And those of you who have already met your purpose partners, you can vouch for this. It's something that you can't even write in words what you feel. It's a feeling. People always say, well, how do I know? You ever hear people say things like, well, let's take men, for example, because I hear people say that a lot about men. They say things like, when a man knows, he knows. I believe that to be true for a woman as well, right? And it's not because a woman is looking or searching, because that's a man's job to begin with, right? But my point is, when you know, you know. And people almost want you to verbalize that or to put it in writing, and you just can't. It's a feeling. It's a feeling of peace. It's almost like, again, that's my point right there. You can't even verbalize it. It's a feeling. You feel safe. It feels pure. It feels like heaven. Ding, 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 ding. Ah, that was good, Kizzy. It feels like heaven because it was meant. But now you got life factors here on earth that are, you got demonic forces who are keeping you guys apart. All these different things that happens. And it's not always Satan and his friends. Sometimes, again, God has to come and step in and deal with issues because, you could have a soul tie. He could have a soul tie. She could have a soul tie. They could be emotionally unavailable because they got hurt really bad, vice versa. Somebody can be dealing with an addiction, vice versa. I'm just throwing things out there. There can be so many factors involved, and God has to go in and clean things up because that's not your job. That will not be your job. You can't heal anybody's broken heart. You can't heal anybody's nothing. We always want to fix people. And my God, have I been guilty of that all my life, right? We always want to fix people. We can't fix anybody. That's God's job. All we can do is pray for people, behind the scenes if you have to. Allow God his time to work on them. That way, when God brings it together, nobody's trying to fix anybody. He's bringing two whole individuals together. So while you're being impatient, all that stuff, I know it's not easy, but while you're being impatient, God is putting things together. So when it does come together, you guys can go on and do purpose together, whatever he will require of you to do together. Your kingdom partner. So there's kingdom work. So you don't have time to be sitting there trying to break soul ties off of this person or thinking you can break a soul tie and vice versa, right? That's bottom feeder, Pastor Blaze. That's bottom feeder mindset. That type of stuff won't go into your partnership with your kingdom partners. Those were past relationships, that nonsense, that not trusting each other, and that it's a whole different level. This is why God is transforming you the way he is, because this person will be completely, speaking of that, this person will be completely different than what you're used to. People don't want to hear that, but it's because when you meet them, you won't even be the person that you were. That's why they won't be the person you're used to. Would you even want them to? Listen, let me keep it real here. I'm not a person, some people like hate their exes and things like that. I'm not that person. Like for real. It's still love, right? Through God, through God. It's still love. When you see each other, it's still love. Like, why do we hate each other? Right? And I guess maybe some people have like a really, really bad breakup, or maybe a really bad divorce where maybe they were like betrayed, I guess, in a really nasty way. I can maybe see some tension there. But me, like, listen, if I see you, we're going to hug it out. How you doing? Good to see you. Don't call my phone. Matter of fact, you're blocked, so you can't get through anyway, right? It's all love, but don't harass my nerves. That season is done. Point blank, period. That season is done. But so why would you even want anything from your past? If God wants us to go backwards, our feet will be placed the opposite direction. Life is about going forward, right? You just appreciate what it is and you just go forward. Please don't give anybody that kind of control over your life, that you're still hating somebody from 20 years ago and you can't even move on because you're afraid to be hurt again. And nope. That would never, ever happen. Ever happen. Heal so you can get every single thing that God has for you. Because you're going to be mad with yourself. Once God heal you and God elevate you, you're going to be so mad that you even dealt with some of those children of God. So, in summary, sis, there's no question. When you will meet them, you will know. If you have already met them, you know. And they know too. They know. It's ordained. It's ordained. So again, slow yourself down. Stop dating 50,000 people because you're wasting your time. Now you're all frustrated. Just chill. But you will know, sis. No question. You will know. And nothing or no one else will ever, ever measure up. It's your girl, Kizzy Rock.